Welcome to Smack Talk. As always, there's going to be some links down below in the description box to credit WWE, of course. We have the full recap video and, of course, the text results. And I've turned off the lights because this was just too bright and it was just ridiculous. So I'm glad that I got that extension for my Google browser, and I also use this as well, the notepad with the ability to turn on the dark mode because it makes it not as bright on the eyes. Anyhow, WWE was in San Diego, and Rey Mysterio, the hometown hero who won the Royal Rumble back in 2006, he came in at number 2. Yeah, he came in at number 2 to win the whole thing. Then he went on that year to headline and win the World Championship at WrestleMania 22, almost some 20 years ago. KO then came out and was like, hey, he says that he wants Rey Mysterio to win the Royal Rumble. He's rooting for him. He's one of the few people that he respects in the business. But please choose me as the champ. When you go on to WrestleMania, I would love to be able to fulfill that dream. But then Rey Mysterio was like, sorry, pal, but you ain't the champ. KO, I mean, look at him. He looks so good with that championship. KO tries to attack Rey Mysterio, but Rey Mysterio says, nah. Kicks his ass out of the ring. Then we had... Really? Sorry, I'm just like looking through this to make sure that I'm not... They did it again. That's it. They're sexist. They're not showing the picture. They're just saying, oh yeah, Bianca, but they're not showing you a preview here. That's why I almost skipped right over it. It helps if I pull up my notes again. So Naomi and Bianca ended up defeating Nia Jax and Candice LeRae. I do find that Candice LeRae is really good as a tag partner. She's got that aura, tiny, 100-pound. I'm just saying I wouldn't see her going too far in singles competition. And it sounds rude, but it's almost like the Rey Mysterio thing. But Rey Mysterio is kind of buff, though, and he can do all these crazy moves. Kind of makes up for it, and it's been believable over the years. And I kind of draw parallels to that, which is why I still don't understand why they let go of Indy Hartwell. To me, she was maybe better. But anyways, I don't want to focus too much on that. It was a good match. I do like her paired up with Nia. Bianca and Naomi, as I've said before, they're just so damn good. I mean, just all the moves they do, the split leg off the top rope, backflip, and all this sort of stuff. And it just boggles my mind. Like, people can have their own opinions, but when people say that Naomi and Bianca just suck, I just don't see it. I mean, like Naomi and Bianca as well, like compared to like Candice LeRae, she's got like 50 pounds on her, more athletic, more moves, just more everything, just more of a powerhouse, much more believable of a powerhouse entity, if you will, in the ring. And then it's great. I'm just surprised for Bianca that her hair doesn't get in the way, because it's so long, it's braided, people are always pulling on it. It just seems to be always getting in the way. I used to have long hair, not like her, really long hair, and then one day I snapped and I said, fuck it, and I just shaved it, and then I just never understood how people went on to have hair after that. But yeah. Jimmy Uso, the hometown hero, because he's also from San Diego, ended up, it is San Diego. Where did I go now? I lost my spot. Hometown hero does defeat Carmelo Hayes, but via a DQ. It was a great back and forth between the two of them until Tama Tonga and Jacob Fatu came into the mix to interfere. What was really funny was Carmelo like, yeah, that's right, my tribal cheat or whatever, to Tama Tonga, or to Jacob Fatu rather. And he ends up getting clotheslined by Jacob Fatu, and then Solo comes out because Solo was going to come out to do a speech anyways. But the whole thing was just funny. And then Carmelo Hayes sitting on the outside, just not impressed with getting attacked there. Just to show you again, just because you're two heels doesn't mean that you're going to be having fun. And this is where Solo grabs the mic to speak, but he was getting booed. Not quite like Dirty Dom booed or Hulk Hogan booed, but he was getting booed. He just drops the mic and walk off, and that's where Jacob Fatu picks up the mic. Even though he wasn't always necessarily saying something really exciting, he's got the tone, the vibe, the aura, whatever word you want to use. He's really good at what he does. And it's also a rare thing to hear him speak on the microphone. Is that how it's gonna be? You know, it was good. I like seeing him on the mic. I like hearing more than just, I love you, Solo. I like when he says more than just that. And then LA Knight came out, laid a whooping on both the two of them, but it didn't work out too well in that he was outnumbered, and that's where the big son of a bitch, Braun Strowman, came out. But Tama Tonga pulled Jacob Fatu under the ring, like under the ropes there. And that little brawl did not quite happen. The Motor City Machine Guns defeat Los Garza. This was just some great back and forth. Los Garza is actually probably one of my favorite tag teams on SmackDown. Both teams are just really good. Pretty Deadly came out to distract, but the Motor City Machine Guns did pick up the victory, and Santos Escobar did quite the shave. He's like clean shave now. Just a little bit of stubble, his whole beard, everything. Only the reason I'm mentioning that is because I don't find it too often that a person will have a look and then out of nowhere, boom. Like, when's the last time you saw Sami Zayn or Kevin Owens without their beard? Exactly. So Pretty Deadly again. Like, I like them. They're pretty cool. But in terms of them being booked, they're kind of booked as like flimsy bitches, to be blunt. And I hope that they get pushed to be a bit more. I don't think they're a comedy act. Yeah, there's a difference between saying I don't like them versus I don't like how they're being booked. I think they're fine. It's the booking. And I'm not really saying that I have the answer. Maybe I'll talk about that in another video. People that I feel aren't being booked correctly. Sometimes people just don't have it. I think they're pretty good. They can be pretty good. So moving on out. We've got Piper Niven that defeated B-Fab. B-Fab trained in a dungeon with Natalya. I liked the match, but I felt like it ended a little bit too quick. I wish I could have seen a little bit more of B-Fab. She looked comfortable in there, didn't look awkward. And that is the thing that I used to rag on about certain people that don't get to showcase themselves in the middle of the ring too often. Then they get in there and it just kind of looks weird. Like Maxine Dupree in the beginning when she would try to wrestle sometime and then she got booed out and people were like, oh, you're so mean. It's like, well, we paid her money to see the match. You didn't think she was that good. You didn't think she was that good. It's just as simple as that. And her, I mean, how often have we seen her wrestle? Not that often at all. But you could tell that she's been putting in the work. So that was nice. And again, me chin. Remember, not the shin. It's the chin, which I have one. Unlike Elmsworth. What was his name again? James Ellsworth. Yes. I've spoken to him a couple times on Twitter. Really nice guy. So anyhow, post-match beatdown on B-Fab from Piper Niven and Chelsea Green, and that's where Michin came out swinging with the kendo stick. So that was nice to see. Maybe we'll see like a tag team match between all four of them some other time. Kevin Owens defeats Rey Mysterio. Rey is really, really good. There was some moves in there I hadn't seen him use in a while. He must have been feeling really good as the hometown hero in San Diego. Kevin Owens was taunting the family of Rey Mysterio that was sitting at ringside, which was nice because Kevin Owens, really, in my opinion, is just, I think he is a better heel than he is a face, but I don't mind when he's face, though, but I won't doubt he's somebody that doesn't bother me as a heel. Post-match, again, there was going to be a package pile driver on Rey Mysterio, but right away, Cody Rhodes came and foiled that. Shitty-ass weakling security again. They ain't worth shit. But anyhow, about the match, it was just really good. Like I said, it felt like I was watching Rey Mysterio from like 2002. Like it's just incredible. And that just comes to show you sometimes just because you get old within reason doesn't mean that you're going to completely slow down to a crawl and get slower and all this, that, and the other thing. It's just really unbelievable. Like I said, like there was a lot of moves that went on in there between the two of them, but obviously I'm highlighting the ones from Rey Mysterio, and I'm just like, I don't even remember the last time I've seen some of those moves and what in the holy blue pineapple you would call them. But not only did he execute them, he executed them with real precision and agility. However, not to take anything away from him, it helps when you have the proper dance partner to do those moves with. If he did that with me, he'd probably get killed. If you remember, was it at Mania? I can't remember. Or SummerSlam? I know there's a difference between the two PLEs. Where Rey Mysterio fought Logan Paul, and I think it was actually for the U.S. Championship. Isn't that where Logan Paul captured the title? Oh, man, there was a move that had Logan Paul been like one or two steps too far back, Rey Mysterio did a move off the ropes. He could have broken his neck. And because of that, because of Logan Paul having that ring IQ, was able to get in there and save Rey Mysterio. Though Stevie Richards kind of argued, had he really had the ring IQ, he would have positioned himself better in the first place. Anyhow, Kevin Owens is a really, really good dance partner for Rey Mysterio to fully showcase his skill set. Yeah. So, anyways, there you have it. So, Nick Aldis backstage with Shawn Michaels. Oh, my God, not with him. Nick Aldis said to Kevin Owens that Shawn Michaels is going to be at Saturday night's main event this Saturday. Oh, my God. Is it tonight? No. Is it Saturday night main event tonight? Anyhow, and they're going to put up their belts. They're going to relinquish them. They're going to be up above the belt. They're going to do the contract signing, and that's going to be in preparation for the Royal Rumble. Now, does that mean that Cody's got to leave his belt there from Saturday night main event all the way up until, that would seem kind of weird, up until the Royal Rumble? Either which way, they're going to sign some type of weird stipulation. Not an amendment. I forget the technical word that he used. Even Kevin Owens is like, what the hell does that mean? And I forgot what he said. I couldn't remember what he said, so I wasn't able to Google it. Anyhow, so there's that. And, yeah. Then we have Tiffy, who defeated Bayley to retain the women's title. This was a great match. I say Bayley still has it because she's been around for a while. She's the first, if I'm not mistaken, the first women's Grand Slam champion. It's been in the game for a long time. Tiffy has not. But when you watch the two of them, it's very clear that they're solid. And oftentimes, too, I say this about any competitor. It doesn't matter if you're man, woman. It doesn't matter if it's AEW, TNA, WWE. What was the hell was I going to say? Oh, sometimes you could be like really good. You don't necessarily have like a crazy amount of flashy moves, but you're safe to work with again. And you're very precise with your moves. There's no awkwardness. Things don't really look telegraphed because things are telegraphed. Everything is scripted, not move per move. And where the magic lies is making it look like it's not scripted. Anyhow, this is where I find Bayley is really, really good at that. And I feel like she's always been pretty good at that. And again, Tiffy, I don't know how long she's been around. Like, I don't know how long she was in NXT or how long she's been training for or any of that stuff. But I have a feeling it's not been nearly as long as Bayley. But definitely is exhibiting the skill set of somebody who's been around for a very, very long time. And you could just tell she's one of those people that's just not average. Definitely above average. So, again, as always, like I said, I know that I sometimes repeat stuff because if things are being repeated, I'm going to repeat the comment of what I said before unless my opinion changes or something really stands out about a particular show from one week to the next. Definitely going to look into Saturday night's main event. I'm really excited for that. Predominantly, to be honest with you, I'm actually more excited about Jesse the Body Ventura. I'm going to be getting a new microphone soon, probably in a couple of weeks, and a new boom arm. You can't see it anyway, so that doesn't matter, but you might see and hear a bit of a difference in the new microphone. I'm going to be tweaking it a little bit, and you shouldn't hear too much of a difference. Just wanted to throw that in there for the sake of conversation. So there you have it. I enjoyed myself. Thumbs up as always if you liked the video. It does greatly help support the channel with the algorithm in trying to make me more relevant. Oof. In the search results when people look shit up on the internet. And if you didn't like the video, go ahead, give it a thumbs down. I'll bend it in half. I'll twist it. And we'll kick it off inside of your ass with a Jimmy Uso kick. Whatever. And if you want to subscribe to the channel, I mean, naturally, that would be great. But if not, thanks for stopping by anyways. Take care. And if I'm lucky, red. Interesting. Anyhow, maybe I'll see some of you in the next one. Bye for now.